Welcome back to Lost Dimension. Last time we completed Agito's personal mission, and maxed out another bond, and this time I promised we'd be going for Zenji's one, only because, I have my doubts about that guy. From what I've checked in terms of the vision history, it looks as though one of these two is a voice, and I really don't want to lose either of them, so I really hope neither of them are traitors. And if that's the case, then he would be a voice. Just going to check here, because one of these three has to be a voice. The thing is, it can't actually be Nagi, because if it was Nagi, then basically we know she's safe by process of elimination. Here's the thing, if it was Nagi here, then it couldn't be either of these two, because two voices are already here. But then you get to this part, and both of these two are safe, and the only one who can be a voice is him, but we need two voices, and so that doesn't really work. So, we know it can't be Nagi. Or at least, I am fairly certain that Yoko is safe. Again, I want to narrow things down a little bit more before I start using VP, but to narrow things down, we're going to go ahead and try and take on Zenji's personal mission. Again, three voices here, and because Yoko is not one of them, we know that she is obviously safe. Because she wasn't in this group. So, again, that means that, basically... Oh and one among this group has to be a voice, because one among this group has to be... So Zenji has to be a voice. Sorry, it's been a little while since I played last, so I have to reorganize my traitor thoughts. But that means it's either one of them. And I do not like that prospect. Now, apparently there were new things in the generator. Let me just check. Okay, we already equipped Buster Blow. Wonder if we can afford any, Again, I might want to confirm whether or not Agito is the traitor before I give him a knife, because, can't quite afford that one. Oh, and Marco's gone, so I don't need three of these anymore. And I can't quite afford Criminal. Neither of you have the best possible machine gun. Yeah, I definitely need to go and get some more energy. I think that might be because these character quests don't give nearly as much energy as the main story quests at this point. So, for example, Trial of the Megalith. If you check on the details here, that gives, 12,000 energy. Whereas... character quests here, like Zenji's one... Wrong thing. Only 3,000 energy, so, not all that much. So we have to bring Sho and Zenji to this, and... a Dorm, an Arbaris, and 2 Flammers. See, this seems very suspicious. Also, I need either Agito or Nagi here, because they're the only ones who can get that chest, and, given this is a character quest, if I miss that chest, I don't have another chance to get it until a later playthrough, so gonna have to go for that. So... Nagi is definitely in. In fact, she can start out close to the chest. And I'm thinking, again, I'm going to only bring one of either Agito or Toya. Because, let's just see, if we don't bring Himeno here, because we know she is a voice, if we don't bring her here, and we only bring one of these two, and we know Zenji is a voice, if we get two, that means the person we brought here is also a voice. But if we only get one, then we know that person is safe. So, Toya gets to go... You know what, I might bring Toya. Toya seems to be on quite good terms with Zenji. According to the trust meter, they seem to be quite good friends, which is kind of surprising, but anyway. Also, we definitely want our premier boss killer for... Not exactly boss killer, but boss weakener. If we're taking on a lot of bosses here. And I guess the only other option that leaves us with is Mana. We're getting less and less options as we go through here, and, okay, you're all level 24, Himeno is also level 24, Anyway, let's move out. I wonder what the gimmick of this thing is. I mean, it feels a bit weird there'll only be 4 enemies. Yeah, that definitely feels suspicious. Careful when you say things like that, because then people might suspect you. Well, I guess that does sort of make sense, though. Huh. Yeah, Zenji's getting a little more interesting. Okay, ton of explosives there. Can we even get behind this thing? Yeah, we can. That's good. I mean, I don't exactly want to get countered, but... You know, maybe that status effect attack might be effective here. Where was that? Okay, yeah, I have combat alert as well, which, again, you need to make that count, because quite often the enemies like to waste this. Critical shot, rubble strike. Oh, here we go, Achilles heel, lowers movement for 3 turns. I have never seen this instant kill, so, this might be one of those games where instant kills are kind of useless. Though I really like the sound of this skill here, Lethal Pass. Here we go, punishment.
So, the vision unfolds. Take this!
Bind. Okay, then. Doesn't stop you from countering, though.
I'll tear him apart!
You know, I might move Zenji last. Let's go to you. Can we get behind? Yes, we can. And if we use that, chance to inflict confusion. Psychic Assault is amazing, but I'm not going to use that just yet. Lower Dex and Agility. Nah, I think lowering Strength, Vitality, and Psi is a bit better. I love that buffs and... I mean, not buffs, but debuffs get assist attacks.
I'll tear him apart!
Yeah, giving the defensive materia to Yoko definitely helps out. Someone suggests I should have put Marco's offensive materia on her. I might do that at some point, but the moment I'm liking it on him and all, but again, she's not going to have that forever. Let's see what this is. Please be worth it. Health Capsule Plus. I guess every little bit of these helps. And the benefit of Nagi's ridiculously good movement is that she's actually... Should she go off on her own, or should she actually go all the way over here? Can't quite get behind this thing, but we can get a big assist on it. Long distance melee attack, satellite, friendly fire, more friendly fire. But the non-counter attack thing is pretty cool. Double assist.
Well then.
If we do this right, we will probably be able to take this boss out right now.
Here I go.
We still have mana. Let's see. Impact, Sonic Crush. Oh, right, I gave her the defensive one. Right. Well, let's just go for an impact. And this thing is definitely gone. Dorm ganged up on and eliminated first turn. That was my main intention here. And with that, you know what? I'm actually going to have Zenji head on out towards the front line and use... Here we go. Link with everyone!
More. Even more. Then let's begin.
That only lasts one turn, though, so I better make the most of it. Wonder if you actually have to make use of defers to really get the full benefit of this. So, now Zenji can use... Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really, really fun. Yeah, so, what should I do here? I have, oh, man, look at all these skills I can use. Wait a second, what are his stats now? Let me just check this. Yeah, then he just had Razor's stats higher than a linked ally. Does that mean he basically just gets the best of everyone? Because he has slightly higher than Yoko's Sai, and for Vitality, he's got a little higher than Mana. I think yeah! Sho has that, yeah, good Vitality and things like that. So my guess is that when you're using Resonance to link with everyone, what it does is it gives you the best stat out of everyone, and then has it increased thanks to that raise your stats higher than linked ally. So basically, picks the highest strength stat in the party and gives you more, picks the highest vitality and gives you more, highest sign gives you more. Wait a minute, what's mana strength? Yeah, wow, that is pretty amazing. Of course, just like Ditto though, his HP remains the same, so that could be a weakness, especially in terms of criticals. Charging him into the middle of a horde of enemies might not exactly be the best idea, but it's still suffering. That doesn't sound too good. Maybe I should actually get a little far back. Satellite. I am a little concerned about those explosives. Okay, what's the strongest thing I have here? Oh, wait a second. Chance to stun mech-type targets? Hey, you're a mech-type... Okay, that's going to hit those barrels. Hello there. You're a mech-type target. Please get stunned. Massive lag. Well, it's stunned. Please tell me I'm out of range of that. Didn't look like I took any damage. Yeah, didn't look like Zenji took any damage from that explosion, so I'm guessing I was out of range of that. Again, there are only... Wow, there are just so few enemies here. Of course, no deferring because Toya's already...
Then let's begin.
Toya hasn't moved yet. And the mech is still stunned. Let's see if my debuffs will work. Actually, let me check something. Is Zenji no longer Mega Linked? He is not. Okay, so you have to defer to him, basically, or let him attack on the enemy phase if you want to get the full benefits of that. Interesting. So it does leave him a little vulnerable now. Guess in that case... Now, it does cost him an enormous amount of GP, so I'm not sure if I'd really be able to fully, could go for full helix, though.
Move out. Well.
And that thing's still stunned, so guess I can... Okay, hi there. I don't think you'll be able to reach us yet. Let's just go for, Can we stun lock you with this? Well, no stun there. That did a lot less damage than Zenji's one. Okay. Chances are I am out of range for concussion. Yes, yes I am.
For everyone's sake.
Yeah, let's just go for defers to get everyone moving faster. Actually, probably should have used an attack that would get assists before, but anyway. Okay, yeah, let's just go for a super strong melee attack. Yeah, regular Arbarases go down pretty easily at this point.
Let's do this.
I think I'm sensing a pattern here. Everyone just goes down here and defers. Okay, well, Arbaras is almost certainly going to go down this turn. Nice that Zenji got the assist kill, though. Of course, he's no longer linked with anyone. And this could be a problem. I don't want to be near that explosive, especially since you could just use a flamethrower.
Modulating my mind.
Let's get access to her phenomenal psychic power. Also, hi there, I can hit you from behind whenever I want because I am Nagi and I am the master of movement. Again, uncounterable attack is, I do like how Nagi is kind of balanced out by her relatively weak attack power. Oh, a double miss, nice. That was like a 60%, so... And critical, really nice. Yeah, we're definitely ending this next turn. I just hope 3 turns is enough for an S rank.
My goddamn head.
Okay, Zenji, let's see here. Alright, his sanity is 40%. I think I might just go for Psychic Assault. From behind! Psychic Assault! Yeah, that is a very, very powerful... Really? Really?
More. Even more.
Rough skin, and he's not dead. Oh, but it's not like a 1 HP thing. Okay, so he still had some HP left. Let me just try to use Satellite, maybe.
Move out. Hostile down.
And squish. You know what? Kinda want Zenji to get this. Well, now seeing as your sanity is quite low, how much damage is this gonna do? Not as much as Psychic Assault. Okay, so the insanity attack that gets stronger the lower your sanity is, with only 15% sanity, does less damage than Yoko's Psychic Assault. That really says, though admittedly I don't think I've leveled up Insanity, and I have leveled up Psychic Assault to at least level 3 by now, so maybe that's why, but still, the fact that, even ignoring those level ups, it almost feels like Psychic Assault on its own is basically as strong as max power Insanity, so that is a really good attack. Again, I feel so bad for people who have Yoko turn out to be a traitor early on. Yes, it's good to link with everyone and unleash your ultimate psychic might. Hey, he's found an answer for himself. And he's found that he has his own free will.
Yeah. Seriously?
I'm kind of interested to see what Zenji's research reports are like, because, yeah, I doubt he'd, well, be very happy about them testing him. And another S rank, thankfully. These missions are a lot easier than the main story missions so far, and thankfully Zenji did lead that one. Nice. Now that does give us an extra GP. For some people, 2 GP because they leveled up to 25. Himeno's not quite level 25 yet. You know, maybe I could be using her in more of these missions that give extra GP, so that she at least unlocks some more skills before her inevitable erasure. But anyway, so moment of truth here. If we get 2 voices, then I'm a little worried.
We don't have much of a choice.
That's great.
So you're saying we should
Oh no.
everyone else?
And if we only get 1, I'm even more worried. Because that means that Agito has to be the last voice. Oh, please, please, please don't be a traitor. Please. Please.
Hey.
Well, I know you're not a traitor. Yeah, I know Himeno is, but, Again, I need to be a little careful, because there will be a second one as well.
Hey.
Yeah, I definitely have my doubts about that one.
Uh-huh.
Again, why is Zenji having that 1 vote for him? Must be Himeno's vote, but still. Now, I guess we should just go for this talk conversation then. Wonder if this is going to be maxed or not, because Zenji's bond did take a while.
Was wondering if you were gonna show.
And it's max, so yeah, fully voice acted. Let's go.
I know, you don't gotta tell me twice.
I almost feel like I don't want him to be the traitor now.
Made me realize who I really am.
Because he's just, like, I know he started off being kind of an abrasive jerk to everyone, but he's actually got a lot more interesting now. That's the thing about these characters. Most of them, and I say most of them, because I have a feeling that I may, I've heard that Sojiro is quite possibly the only one who gets less likable when you max out their bond. So that's going to be interesting in the subsequent playthrough. And I still can't wait to see George Jackman's Bond conversations.
So I hate to admit that.
I see. I'm glad to hear it.
I think I was insecure about not having my own identity. If all I do is copy others, what the hell am I then? You know what I mean?
Well, you're Mega Man, and Mega Man is a very famous gaming icon.
Well, it's bullshit.
Yeah, that's stupid. Your ability doesn't matter. You are who you are.
Well, of course. It's so annoying trying to talk to you sometimes, you know that? I was thinking about it, and I feel like I was just trying to hurt others so I could leave my mark behind.
Huh.
So that's why you're so aggressive.
Sho, I don't know how this is all gonna turn out in the end. But I left an impression on you, right? Some mark of my existence?
Of course.
Then I don't have any regrets. Let's keep going until it's all over.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll survive this, Zenji.
Huh. Well, that could be taken either way, really. Okay, then. That's interesting. Wow, we really only have 2 more of these character quests left to do? And Toya's might be less of a priority now that I know he probably is not a voice. So, we only got 1 voice here, and knowing that these 2 are safe... Yeah, I think it's actually gotta be you. Oh, I don't want it to be you. Because his conversation, again, his Max Bond conversation, could have been taken, maybe, as... see, again, Zenji has just redeemed himself to me, but Agito has been one of my favorites since the beginning. I don't want either of them to go. I don't want Himeno to go either. At least Toya, the first person I cleared in a deep vision, will be with me to the end. That's at least good to know. Yeah, I've established that it can't be Nagi, so I guess it's time. We do have 4 VP, and that's more than enough. Let's confirm this, Zenji. Can I really trust you? Are you going to leave your mark on show in a good way? Or are you only going to leave a mark of betrayal?
I see it.
This will be the second time I've checked Zenji, actually. Leaving him probably the only character I've ever deep visioned twice.
This is... Huh?
Just realized Himeno was the only character where I,
Later.
Seems like you're acting the same way you did last time.
Hey, wait!
My guess is... Oh no.
You make me sick. Well, it's bullshit. Fine by me. I don't have much faith in any of you. Reality sucks some days. What the hell's that?
We're getting basically the same lines we did before.
You guys are starting to piss me off. Gives a rat's ass. Copy anyone else's abilities. It's
Leaving
so
your
annoying.
mark
That's
behind.
complete bullshit.
That's a new line.
Such a pain in the ass.
They're gone again.
2 more.
Gives a rat's ass. You guys are starting to piss me off. I'm going to leave my mark behind. Well, it's bullshit. I know. Tell me to copy anyone else's abilities. That's complete bullshit. It's so
What the
annoying
hell's that
trying
supposed to mean?
You make me sick. I don't have much faith in anyone. Sucks some
Screw
days.
that guy.
Was wondering if you were going to show.
Please, wait.
1 more. Oh, but if it's not you...
It's starting to piss me off. Screw that guy. I know. Gotta tell me twice. You make me sick. I'm going to leave my mark behind. Fine by me. Reality sucks some days. Who gives a rat's ass? It's so annoying trying to talk.
Okay, time to find out. I have my suspicions, though. Oh, no, what?
Being such a wuss would be your downfall.
What do you mean?
Oh, it is him!
Zenji, you're the... So you're the traitor.
Well, on the plus side, it means I get to keep Agitor. On the minus side, the 2 characters who finally redeemed themselves to me are the 2 who are going to go this floor. Of course they would be. Ah. This game just loves messing with your head like that. I finally get to like these 2, and then that happens. You know, I did kind of suspect that, but... Wait a minute. Why? If he's the other traitor, if he's getting another vote, then... What does that mean? Okay, let's red both of you, now that I know. Again, being spoiled about this, though I probably would have used all the VP anyway, because, yeah, again, I don't think there's any purpose of VP after this, so, essentially we have these 3 VP that we don't really know what to do with, and, are kind of pointless. Maybe I could just use them to check out some characters whose deep vision quotes I'd like to see. Like, maybe Mana's, because they'd probably be hilarious. Yeah, I might do that later. But still, oh, why? Why? No. Ah, why? Anyway, let's take out mind off things by leveling up some gifts. Of course, you only have 1. Okay, Warp Shot requires yours, and then Ricochet requires... Mitigation is, Sojiro's, isn't it? Anyway, what was I going for? In order to get Daydream, I need level 3 in Combat Alert, and level 5 in Oblivion, but in order to get Oblivion, I need level 3 Mystic Shot, and level 3 Enlightenment. This costs a lot of sanity, but it might be a somewhat useful desperation tactic. Okay, Deja Vu looks really useful, though. Just notice those are the only 3 skills he has left to learn. Increases critical rate of all allies. Daydream's pretty much set up to be the last thing that you get, because it's just that overpowered. You only have 1. What was I? Alright, I got Tempest, so I can get Gamma Flare, Piercing... Okay, that's a line attack. Gamma Shield, which is just a passive vitality buff. And Psychic... Oh, I wanted to get this, didn't I? My guess is the chance is quite low, but Command Wave requires Mind Crush, which is from Yoko, and mean she'd have to get erased in order for me to equip that, although I could just defer to him from her. You have 2 points to spend. So you have a lot of skills here. Wow, those have a lot of power. Oh, and I mean that those cost a lot of GP and have a lot of power. Target Cone. That's probably the only cone I've seen out of these. Runner's High looks like a good skill too. So what was I going for? I was going for Earth Crash, I think. Although Energy Rush might be useful too, because it actually makes recovery worth something. And I need this to be level 1 before I get Earth Crash anyway. Okay, so that's like a focus band. And I don't exactly want Desperate Stance. I should probably level this up a bit. It's got 10 levels to it as well. And Nagi has 2 levels with this. And yeah, she has both G-Force and Zero Gravity. Increases all allies' movement is certainly really useful. What's Neuron Wall? Decreases melee and gunshot damage taken for 3 turns, okay. So the skills you can get here, Quantum Blade, melee attack that can't miss, Psychic Vacuum, Psychic-based attack on a target, so she's finally getting a non-melee attack, Particle Crush, another Psychic-based attack, and a debuff. Interesting. Graviton skills. Okay, these are all Graviton, so, but I need that before I even start learning those ones, so, Dark Void. Yay, learn that attack that everyone hates to deal with in VGC. Psychic-based attack on target with a black hole, okay. Kinetic Inferno. Requires Possession. Anyway, gonna level up 1,000 Knives. And I need this to be level 3 before I get Gravity Mastery. I think I need to level this up though, because I'm using her kinetic skills quite a lot, and... no, why? Why do you have to make this so painful? So, Defer Link lowers sanity cost where you or a linked ally use Defer on someone. Force Link, Assist Link. Increases damage and accuracy when assisting linked... Okay, they have to be linked. Okay, Reversal is, somewhat okay, but... Synchro Shot and Insanity, don't really use those too much. I almost feel like I should just put everything into full Helix, because that is a really, really good skill to have. Or I should put everything into Charge Link to raise my stats even higher when linked with someone. You know, how about a compromise? Full Helix. Of course, it's now cost double the GP. And Charge Link. Now you only have 1 memory wipe. Seal. Could be kind of useful, I guess. Though every extra level of Psychic Assault is a good thing. Because False Memories looks decent, because I actually haven't seen what Charm does. Though I'm guessing, and you have nothing, okay. Guessing it does a similar thing that it does in Persona or stuff like that. Probably don't have enough energy to really buy anything. So with that, I almost ended the episode before showing the files again. Here we go. Zenji 1. And once again, they're terrible at hiding the subject's names. Isolated test subject to observe him. According to the material from his previously assisted research, the subject is a dangerous individual requiring extreme caution in any interaction. He should be observed from a secure location. Yeah, I guess that'd make sense. No unusual dangers can be detected from the test subject. While I'm not doubting my presence, the impression I get from his is quite different from what's on paper. Basic physical capabilities, including strength, stamina. So, average. How do these records contain reports of him destroying metallic desks and bookshelves with his bare hands? Yeah, discrepancy. Is the message written on the back of my predecessor's folder in thick? Everyone must stay away from Z006. Huh. So, guess he was still a child at the time. Predecessor was diagnosed as mentally ill, unless he went insane from linking with Zenji, I don't know. So they don't know yet, so most likely they're going to find out here. Would be kind of interesting finding out that his ability is the fact that he can copy others' abilities. Would be a little hard to figure that out without any direct contact with other psychics. Change somehow. Oh, starting to feel like I've known him forever. Oh, his linking must be working. So, yeah, by linking you kind of share memories and things like that, so interesting. Before I started to tell it was a stranger. Now this is interesting. It finally hit me. I've been seeing myself in the test subject all along. I thought I was talking to him, but I had been talking to myself the whole time. I was analysing and observing my own actions. Wait, no, hold on, impossible. The boy before me is the test subject, clearly. Is he somehow mimicking me? Test subject is me? I don't know anymore. What's going on? My memories, my thoughts. He's me and I am him? Am I the one being tested? All in lowercase. Oh, no, they've turned into a, skeleton who gets disturbingly powerful when, he needs to be. Alone now. I'm testing? Testing on him. Testing, I'm being tested. Feels danger. Ours testing test must be called off. Need to update the data file, test data. Can't do this anymore, too dangerous. Can't even remember my own face, had to stop. This test update, everyone must stay away from Z006. Whoa, okay. That's interesting. Oh. Wow, okay, that kind of shows just how Zenji's linking abilities work and how, people can kind of go a little crazy if they lose hold of themselves during it. So it looks like all the characters here seem to be able to resist that, basically, and hold on to their... It's kind of interesting, because Zenji himself feels like he has no individuality, but anyone who links with him seems to lose their individuality as well. Might be because he's imprinting his loss of individuality on them. Anyway... Interesting. This is probably one of the few ones that's gone into the whole, apocalyptic log territory. But this passage right here reminds me so much of Braimimon from Fire Emblem 7, who... Okay, yeah, he was one of the legendary heroes from that game, and he was the master of dark magic, and he got eroded by dark magic so much that his own personality doesn't exist anymore, and he basically just copies whoever's talking to him. So, when Hector speaks to him, he sounds angry. When Eliwood talks to him, he sounds calm. Really interesting character. I'm really annoyed Braimimon didn't actually appear very much in that game. He actually had unused data in the game's coding, like full stats and his own personal class, but never really did anything with it. Anyway, that's my obligatory Fire Emblem tangent for today. Next time we'll be doing another character quest, so see you then.